Listen.
They're trying.
Here's where, how do you know? There's no way Jrue Holiday is available and the Warriors say, nah, no interest.
I agree.
Like, there's just no way.
I agree, partner.
You at least have to start thinking, all right, well, Chris Paul? Okay, well, now what? After him, what are they going to want? Well, that's too much. That's not enough. We can do that. But that's what's going on, I guarantee you. Hey, by the way, and here's another thing that's got to be factored in. I said that Jrue Holiday's a free agent at the end of the year. He's actually got a player option next year for $39 million.
Ooh, boy.
That's a problem. That's a problem for the Warriors. They can't. That's why they got rid of Poole, because Jordan Poole was under contract, not this year, but next year for $30+ million. And then the year after that for $30+ million. So if they acquire Jrue Holiday, they would have to figure out that player option, because like the Warriors almost can't have him exercising his player option. Otherwise, they are. Then they're his $39 million contract. They'll almost have to pay $200 million.
Then they may not be on the phone then. Or if Joe was like, what's the price for number 5? Or for me to wake up and come to Shea Center on the day of games and feel like we are really a contender? Like, I mean, man, what's that worth? And maybe Joe will say it's worth whatever I got to pay, whatever that 39 turns into. But, man, Steiny, this is big.
Dev's in an Uber. What's up, Dev? How you doing, man?
Hey, gentlemen, how you guys doing?
Doing well.
Yeah, man. I don't believe that will go after Jrue. And the main thing outside of the money is timing. I think they already made their move with Chris Paul. I think if we don't make that move, maybe they try to, because it helps. Here's a young player with Jordan Poole. We'll take Jrue, somebody proven, somebody that plays defense, somebody that can fit into the scheme. But I just don't see it happening. I see them really moving with Chris Paul. But this is the scary thing, because I don't know about the cap.
Hey, Dev, you can call back. You were breaking up, and I lost you at something about the cap.
I was going to jump in and ask you, along with the caller, do you think, because to me, part of me, I'm answering before I even give you the question, I think they do. Do you think there is a sense of regret on bringing CP3 here and maybe doing it without not getting the sign off from the vets, if that's how it went down? This to me symbolizes an out, but it's an out where everybody, even including Jonathan Kuminga, could be at a different locale to where it's greater for them on a personal basis.
We can talk all about Chris Paul's basketball fit with the Warriors and whether he does fit or he doesn't. Some people think both ways on that. I see how he fits coming off the bench. I see how he doesn't fit because he doesn't play an up and down style, among other things. But the reason he was traded for was because of money. It was a financial move. So I really do believe that the Warriors, even if the big three said, Chris Paul, really? What can the Warriors say to those guys other than, we have to get rid of Jordan Poole. We must. Like, there is no ifs, ands, or buts. We're not paying all that money in penalty. Okay, so then the big three's like, all right, get him in here, see if it works. And I think they got Chris Paul in here, and they're seeing if they can turn Chris Paul into something maybe just a little bit more beneficial to them.
Like they did with, I know it's different situations, but D'Lo turned into Wiggins. How'd that work out?
Steiny, come on. What? They didn't get rid of Poole because of money. They got rid of Poole because he just didn't want to play. They got rid of Jordan Poole because of money. They got rid of Jordan Poole because of money. Joe Lacob acknowledged that. That's part of the reason they got rid of him. 888-957-9570 is the number. You want Jrue Holiday? If you want Jrue Holiday, do you want to give up Jonathan Kuminga? Jonathan Kuminga. I mean, here's the other thing about Kuminga. They're going to have to pay him if they don't move him. And you might think, well, he's not. Kuminga's going to he's going to make some money. Maybe not a ton, but the Warriors have to think about paying him at some point pretty soon. So maybe the way the Warriors are thinking, we get rid of Chris Paul and his 1 year. We get rid of Kuminga, so we don't even have to. Now we don't have to worry about signing him down the line. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud.
No, and I love it. And before you grab the phone, I think so much of Jonathan Kuminga, when we didn't know what was going on with Draymond Green, I was lobbying for, and I appreciate what Draymond has done. I was like, JK is ready, and I would be confident, and there would be bumps and bruises of him being your starting power forward. Like, that's how much I think of him. And now you got Jackson Davis, you got Wiggins, you got Dre. I just feel like Steiny, not roadblocks, but he'll never be able to get the minutes that he wants. And that's
maybe
just
not right
me.
away.
All right.
No, maybe not right away. And look, that's a fair point. That's a fair point. I mean, think about last year, some of the fans' frustration with Steve Kerr not playing Kuminga. Okay. I understand frustration. Why is he going to play this year? Why will Jonathan Kuminga play significantly more this year? Looney's still here. Draymond's still here. Wiggins is here and back.
You're going to laugh, Steiny, but you need to make up that production point-wise. That's just one aspect that I'm focused on of Jordan Poole's departure. And I think Jonathan Kuminga can give you some scoring, some easy buckets, some slashing, pick and roll with Chris Paul. So that's why I think we're going to see more of them by necessity.
Maybe. We'll see. But anyway you look at it, I think we're still looking at Kuminga being a 20-minute player. I mean, I don't see where the minutes are for him. And here's the other thing. You start thinking about Dario Saric and his game. Tell me Kerr's not going to like him.
Oh, man.
I mean, Steve Kerr's going to like Saric if Saric can play like he did a few years ago. He's coming off an injury 2 years ago.
Dario guy.
Yeah. Sophomore in Pacifica. What's up, sophomore? How you doing?
Gentlemen, I'm doing great, thank you. Wonderful to be talking Warriors with you.
Thank you.
Yes. I think that the Warriors have failed to develop Kuminga very well. I think, if you look at his teenage years, I think that right now the young man needs a home and family feeling as well as a great place to play basketball, and the Warriors just have not done it for whatever reason. I think CP3, much respect. What a class act. But I think that that bod strolling up the court with dribbling the ball, it's just not a Warriors kind of style of play. So I think moving them on, maybe together, maybe they've developed a bond, and bringing in this new guy, new to us, of course, he's older and everything. And then after a year, we got choices. We see how he's doing as he's getting older and decide whether to make that big commitment to having him play his player option with us. But I think it's go time now. I don't think Kuminga's going to be a big winner as a Warrior, so the move makes sense to me.
Appreciate the call, sophomore.
Man.
It probably would take Kuminga at least. And what if I say Kuminga in a pick, maybe? Like, Jrue Holiday's good. Like, he's a good
still
player.
in. What pick you need?
Don't forget, the Warriors probably aren't going to have a pick this year.
Oh.
That one's going, I think, to Boston now after Memphis traded it to Boston. But it's top 4 protected. But tell you what, if the Warriors don't want a top 4 pick this draft, and if they do, could you imagine if the Warriors have a top 4 pick this year? Something went haywire.
Oh, no, and we wouldn't like it.
We wouldn't like it, but at least they'd have the pick.
James Wiseman.
Now 5.
Yeah.
The Warriors would get the 5th pick in the draft. That would have to go to Boston. Oof.
That would hurt.
That would be a gut punch. But the Warriors, they feel like their window's open. 888-957-9570 is the number. Jrue Holiday. Portland's looking to move him. It's that simple. They're going young, and they want to move Jrue Holiday, who's got one more year left on his deal, and then he's got a player option. And the Golden State Warriors have Chris Paul,
who needs the ball in his hands doesn't Steiny, what word am I feel like Chris lumbers at his age right now down court way more than Holiday, but Holiday, Giannis will bring it up. What does he do? Take off sprinting. Middleton will bring it up. What does he do? Take off sprinting. So Dre can still be Dre on the court with Holiday. Is the CP3 one of the things that scares me, Steiny, was, without that component of Dre being Magic Johnson, trying to get the offense initiated, what's Paul going to do when I know that your boy is more spry? Holiday, man. And I know this is going to be a bear, Steiny, because their lines around the corner. Boston has 1 million number one draft picks, so I don't know, man. But if somehow they could get it done, Steiny, I'm doing it.
Yeah, my prediction on this would be and I'm not saying it would necessarily be the Warriors, but if it is the Warriors, got to be a 3-team trade.
Put it in the cap.
Because Portland doesn't want Chris Paul. There's
he don't want
interest.
them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So who's a third team that might want Chris Paul?
Boston.